I was like, hey, I can get a master's degree in helping students graduate from college and be successful and, you know, have a good experience while they're at Missouri State. I was like, oh, this sounds wonderful.
I heard about the Student Affairs program here at Missouri State, and I thought, well, maybe I should go back to school. You know, my heart's always been working with students, because even as an undergraduate here, I was a SOAR leader, I was a peer leader, I'd been a student worker in a couple of different offices, was just very involved on campus. I thought, well, maybe I'll give that a try. So it was a very stressful summer, but it was definitely one of the best decisions I've ever made. So that's kind of how I got into the Student Affairs program and then working as an advisor.
I was actually never involved in school at all. I was never in clubs, or I had no idea what Student Affairs was. But the things I learned in the classroom really affected my perspective and kind of brought into a whole new world that I wasn't aware even existed.
Missouri State has an outstanding program. We attract students who really want to make a difference in the world, and I think it's a great privilege to be able to work with them.
I actually have a huge passion for low-income students, and that is what really drove me to pursue Missouri State. And I love the fact that student affairs professionals can make a difference in the lives of students, not only just low-income students, but all sorts of students. They can benefit their time at any university, and at Missouri State we are very student-centered, and everything we do is to enhance both the lives and the education and experience of students.
I would definitely refer students to this program because the faculty are so supportive. I learned a lot. I love the emphasis on professional development.
In terms of the professional conferences, I've attended NASPA 4 West, got a chance to present, like you said, which was very nerve-wracking, but it was a really good experience. And so all of that kind of fosters just my learning, because you learn at these conferences, you learn in your practicum, you learn in your GA, and then of course you learn in the classroom too.
I went to 4 conferences while I was a student, and they were just such a great experience for me and really got me prepared for going to conferences as a professional, like how to act and what to do and what to expect.
Something that I think is very unique with the Missouri State University SAHE program is the fact that the people teaching our classes are doing this every day. From Dr. Lane, who works in the student union and is the Assistant Vice President of Student Life, to Dr. Brown, who works with all the students, to Dr. Belinda McCarthy. These people know what they're doing, they've done it their whole lives, and they're helping us take part in that. So I really liked knowing that I was in a program where the faculty and staff really wanted me to succeed and achieve the goals that I set for myself.
This cohort model that we have, where the students really get to know each other and support each other, has been a wonderful model. I think that's been one of the most impressive parts of the program for me, is how much the students come together as a group, learn and grow and mature, and I get to see them each semester of a 4-semester program, and it's pretty exciting.
In the cohort model that we have makes it more enjoyable, because you're not going through the trials of papers and reading alone. Like you have, for me, 23, 24 other people going through it.
With your graduate assistantship, you're working all day. Usually it's really energizing work and you're doing lots of fun things, but it gets tiring. And so going to class at night is kind of hard sometimes. But with my cohort, it was the same 25 people every class, every night. And I was excited to go see them. And we shared those struggles. We shared the big papers that were due at the end of the week. We'd go out on the weekends together. We just were a little family, and that really got me through the challenges of getting my master's degree.
And again, being treated as a colleague and not just a student, I really felt like I was colleagues with the instructors and other staff and faculty on campus, and so I really liked that feeling about being in the program.
Specifically, the Missouri State program and Dr. Brown, the advisor, focuses on your specific pathway and what you want to gain out of life, and I think that's probably the most important thing that I've gained from the program, is just figuring out who I am as a person and how I can contribute to, the success of the institution that I work at, and how I contribute to even Missouri State University as just one person.
And everybody needs that support network that can kind of help you think through sticky situations when they come about, and can help you keep perspective because we spend a lot of time working with students evenings and weekends, and so it's good to have somebody to kind of bounce ideas off of and to tell you that you're on the right track.
And so I've worked with undergraduate students and graduate students, advising and mentoring them. I've worked with new faculty, and so that brings an experience of collaboration, brings an experience of working together and working with students. So I'm going to use some of those touches to expand, hopefully, our classroom experiences so that students are ready once they finish in the classroom to actually work out in a professional role.
And they come in with all different views, wondering, how did I get in student affairs? Or I know I want to do residence life, or I'm not really sure. And their experiences, their classroom, their interaction with their peers, the networking that they do at professional meetings, because we strongly support students attending state, regional, and national professional meetings. They learn who they are and what they want and what they can do, and you see that confidence develop. And I think that's one of the most wonderful things, because it's a challenging world out there, and to be able to create a place for yourself and a set of career goals that are meaningful to you, and also will provide you opportunities for success, that's a wonderful thing to be a part of.
And I just know, looking back on my experience with the program, I wouldn't have changed it for a million years. And so I would love for any other student to have that good of an experience as well.